Hey guys,
Hi.
we're back to We Were Great Parents.
Until we had kids.
Ba-dum-bum. We aren't the best
Joy.
parents. What? What are you drinking?
Joy.
Oh,
This is
joy.
liquid
We
joy.
used to say that, oh, joy.
I'm having a adult beverage.
Yes.
Because
It's
it's
Christmas
really
week.
close to Christmas.
And let me tell you, this is a very different Christmas. Again, we have twin 14-year-old boys. That says a lot right there. With COVID, being home, this Christmas is a little bit different.
One of our sons probably hasn't worn pants in about 3 months.
So, what do you buy them? Like, they've been in the house the whole time. So, my one son, I bought him
Gags.
stuff, but he's already wearing it. They're already using it.
Yeah, they know everything that they have, basically.
Yeah, it's a crazy. What do you guys think? Like, how's your Christmas this year different than all the other years? I just find it different. I just find it difficult. Not really wanting to go out to too many stores, and you're trying to order stuff.
I don't care. I'm praying for the COVID.
What?
It's been quality time away from my children.
Just tell them to shut up. Such a jerk. I mean, seriously.
You can visit.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't visit you. You're not getting the COVID. We don't even go anywhere.
I know.
Really. So anyway, I listened to this podcast, and you've listened to it too. And I think we
really
might
like
have talked about it before, but it's called. They told us to have kids or something. They said, or it'll be fun. They said, you know, have kids. They said it'll be fun. They said, you know, and actually we kind of feel that way. Like people were saying, like we talked about it, like when we were first married, have kids. You know, when are you gonna have kids? You'll be good parents and stuff like that. But it's fun to listen to this couple. They're not a couple. They're friends, and they both have a boy and a girl, and you know they're like around the ages of like baby to like 6, right?
Yeah.
And it's fun to listen to them talk about how they're raising that age now, okay, opposed to when we were raising our kids at that age.
Yeah.
And
Totally
it's fun.
different parenting styles between these two.
Yeah, so these two, and it's fun to listen to, and I wish that I could be in that conversation actually
I'm about to shake
responding because I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? And part of it is his wife. I think he's afraid to do what he really wants to do because his wife's saying, "Oh, we can't." You
Oh,
can't.
well, you have to
So
nurture.
he was asking. Their names are Rich and Nicole, and they're really fun. You should listen to it. It's a really good. It's fun. They're hysterical. But
We are not.
he was asking Nicole. He goes, "Is my daughter playing me? Like, is she old enough to know to play me?" And she's like, "Yeah, I don't know. She's only what." I think 3, and she's like, no. But then when he told the story, she goes, yes, she's playing you. Like, he doesn't want to say no, you know? And you have to say no.
No will be your best friend.
And he's asking, what do I do? You know, it was hard for us. You know, it's hard. Sometimes it is hard to say, like, no, but...
Like, I was a really poor kid, and I want my kids to have more than I had. But now our kids are kind of assholes.
Yeah, I mean, we could give our kids,
So-
and we did say no. But the thing is, you have to learn to just take away the stuff. You don't have to yell, because they don't want to yell. I don't want to yell at my kid. Oh, God forbid you yell at your kid. Like, you're going to ruin your kid for the rest of their lives.
See-
Really? Because now I want to, like, you know, whatever.
This right here is great. Oh, Raid. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah,
though.
he's like a big child. He's going to do
Um,
Pokemon.
But, so, like, people are like, oh, I'm never going to give my kid a phone until they're like 13, 14 years old.
We didn't give our kids a phone till they were in 6th grade.
12.
Yeah, around
They're
there.
12. But the
They,
beauty
don't
of
even,
it,
they never even used it, really.
the beauty of it
Two kids below
is
us.
they will, you're giving them something that they can hang themselves with, and you can just take it away from
Yeah,
them.
so you have to. Yeah,
Power
but he's
tool.
the worst.
I'm
First of all,
bad.
he's the worst. He's the worst disciplinary. He says, "Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this," and he never does it. So I come home and I just take it and go, and I don't argue with them. He argues with them.
I like to argue with the
He
children.
argues back and forth with them. Just leave them. Ignore them. Take the stuff and go. And then if they're screaming here, they have to work to get their thing back.
Yes.
But he doesn't do that. How many?
Not
like,
always.
Really?
I do yell at them.
What? You too much. Like, yes, I get...
I'm getting
and
better.
I do get you parents that don't want to yell, because I try not to yell. It's more of a... I'm got the teacher background. I want to just teach. But you still have to say no. When they're at the age of 2, 3, 4, that young age, you have to tell them no. You have to tell them no. Because if you don't tell them no, they're not going to know what's right and what's wrong.
They're
going to think they're going to get away with it. Because they can go, oh, look at me. I'm all cute over here. And I can do this. Because you're not saying no. And then it's just going to get worse and worse. Do you agree? Disagree?
I agree. But...
we're not telling you what to do. We're just giving you ideas.
This is my point. So, you want to let your kids get away with a little stuff. But you are sending them out into the world. They're going to have to deal with other people. And you are going to be the parent
You're going to be
who
embarrassed.
raised the asshole.
Because we've seen it. We've seen these kids that the parents were like, oh, I don't say no to my child.
Oh my
and then you see the kids screaming, trying to get them in the car seat.
Poetry.
We had times where people couldn't even get their kid into a high chair because the kid's doing all this and I don't want to get in the high chair and like this, and they're embarrassed because they're screaming in public. I don't know what to do. I'm afraid of my child. Just put them in the fucking high chair. Just do it. Like we've never.
You have to.
I have to say, our kids are harder now. When they were little, they sat in their high chairs. They sat in they never came out of their stroller. People are like, "Oh, my kid wants to come out." No, your kid does not want to come out.
Well, he doesn't like it.
He doesn't rule you. He doesn't like sitting in there.
Who gives a shit what they like?
Like, that's the biggest thing.
I got in trouble one time at the playground after school because these parents are like, all the mothers are all like soft and, oh my God. And, it's like, okay, guys, 5 minutes and then we're going to go. So 5 minutes comes up and they're like, we don't want to go. I was like, you know what? I don't care if you want to go. We're going. And the mothers are looking at me like,
I know.
Oh my God, you scarred them.
Yeah, there's so many times where it's just like, we're like, you are the ruler of the children. Like, you don't say, well, how do you feel? Tell me how you feel. I don't give a shit how you feel, kid. You're coming, you're doing this,
We
and
don't
you're done.
actually say that to them. In our heads, you're going...
No, I did say I don't give a shit how you feel. You really never told your kid you didn't
Oh my
give a
God,
shit?
I don't care.
So, yeah.
You've met me?
So why did you say we never say that?
Well, we don't say it all the time.
No, we don't say it all the time, but...
Now we say it.
Oh, forget it. I'm telling you, if you teach your kids no in the beginning when they're little, even when they're babies, when they're touching things, they know. Do not touch. Do not do this. Owen used to drink out of the dog's bowl. Squirt him.
This is coming for the wedding video. If we ever get rid of him.
Crawl and drink. But the first time we said no, he stopped. This is the best child we have right now, right?
No, she's Evil Olive.
Hello.
Coming soon to a TikTok near you.
But the park was a great example when you see these kids, and my kids are looking at me like, and I'm like, I know, these kids are bad. They're hitting you. The kids are hitting each other. Like, and these parents don't say anything. I just don't get the parents that don't discipline, don't say anything. They think their kid's the best. Oh, I'm going to dress my kid in the best clothes. They look perfect. Let me tell you, we weren't those parents. Yeah, when they were little, I can put the same little outfit on them. But as they got older, it's not about the clothes, people. It's not how they look on the outside. It's who you are on the inside.
Character matters.
We look perfect. We are not the perfect family.
No.
Trust me.
I've actually had to tell a parent this a few years ago that if his son kept hitting my son, I was going to have both of my twins kick that kid's ass. It's like, so tell your kid to stop touching my kids.
I know. There's kids that just used to come up to the kids and just push them like that. I like your cut, G.
And if your kid comes up and hits you in the back of the
like
head
cut,
and
G.
says, I like your cut, G, beat the shit out of them. Because I'm going to catch them.
So I don't know if we told you. Did we tell you? We told you the story about the...
Cut, G?
No, that Owen was getting strangled.
Yeah, we told that.
Yeah, we told that story. That was crazy. And they had their dog outside, so that was a whole nother story.
Yeah. Parents are fucking weird.
Yeah, but you know what? Again, the younger years, be on top of your kid. Don't give up.
I have something to say.
Follow through. Be on the same page. Be on the same page.
At least be in the same fucking library.
And we're not on the same page all the time right now with the kids. So try to get on the same page. Don't get off the page. We got a dog stuck under the table because he wants his ball.
It's kind of funny.
I
just kind of want to see what happens.
I know.
Be a trial by fire.
Keep going through it, Finny.
Tell them no. Tell them no. And then let them do it. Because they'll be like...
Really? Really?
No. Tell them no. Tell them no. And then let them do it.
You were always afraid. He was the one that was always afraid. And I was the one that said, let them do it. Let them fail. Let them fall. Let them get hurt. Let them see the consequence of what bads they're doing. And you would always be like, oh, they're doing it. Oh, oh.
No.
You were.
I'm
Admit it.
proactive. You were reactive.
Okay.
Proactive, reactive.
No. Yeah. No, reactive means...
You are reactive.
Yes, I am reactive on certain
No.
things. No. So if they were climbing up something...
See the same
like,
library shit? Not right now.
I know.
Hold on a second. First of all,
let me talk.
You're taking over.
You took
I was
over.
talking first.
Okay, go.
You go back to the tape?
Go.
She can't. Because right now, what she's doing is thinking of a retort.
Just go.
It's happening right now in her brain. It's going...
But he was those parents. Oh, he's climbing the wall.
I tell them no.
I'm like, all right, no.
I tell them no now about this.
And I say...
I'm like, Owen, yeah, you can't play with butane. It's probably not a great idea.
Really?
Yeah.
He's a cook, so he was using the... Oh, and I stick up for the kids all the time. That's what he tells me. I don't stick up for them. I'm just telling the story of he wasn't playing with butane. He wants to use it to make creme brulee. Brulee? I can't speak.
But he had to fill up the lighter first, the little torch.
Right.
And I was like, let me do it. And then he...
Yeah. We do have the kids that talk back the things. But anyway, getting back to let your kids fail. Like, even with school. You have to have responsibility. Mm-hmm. I can't sit there and look at your grades every 5 seconds and sit there and go, okay, you got to get this one up. You got to get this one up. I want you to see what you're doing and if you're doing it right. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's stressful. This is a very stressful time. But even when they're little, if they're playing with something or doing, let them fail. Let them get hurt. I'm not going to let them get really hurt. Trust me. But you can't always be over them. You gotta let them do what they're gonna do. Like these two running around.
Our dogs are freaks.
But anyway, yeah. So the podcast is pretty cool that we listen to. They do. She's pretty funny. She's pretty real with her kids. I mean, she was talking about like all the video games. That was the best part when they were little. When they started playing all those video games and Minecraft first came out. When Minecraft first came out, and they wanted to get to the Ender Portal. They lost their shit. That was it.
I have a video of it.
And here I am on like whatever YouTube trying to watch how to get it. Oh my God. And trying to build that big Ender Portal block thing and doing all that. And they were like losing their shit to the point where they're building all this stuff. So I'm always saying, we'll get there, but they had no patience. And I know where they got that from. Not me.
Because she's so patient.
I have tons of patience.
You're not a doctor.
I have patience. So anyway, because I always want to get like to the end before anything. So yeah, you do start seeing a lot of you. In them.
Yeah.
And then Skip's famous saying about our one son is,
"He's my punishment."
No.
He's an asshole.
No, it's very hard to.
Yeah, it's not that famous.
Discipline.
Oh, you're disciplining yourself.
Yeah, so it's very hard to discipline.
Yeah.
The you out of him.
Yes, it's impossible to discipline this out of that.
So I have this plus that. So I have.
You liked me on purpose.
I liked you on purpose?
Yes.
No, I was just older and I needed to get married.
Yeah. I feel so good about myself now. I don't drink all the time.
So, give me one of your favorite stories about the boys growing up.
Okay. They're about 4 years old, And this is a little while after Owen had his first seizure.
So he didn't want to talk about his seizures.
What?
We were going to talk about the medical stuff.
No. You wanted to start out depressing. I don't want to go in depressing.
I wasn't going to go in depressing. I just want to give warnings out to people
Well,
that have children
but it's
that
supposed
know.
to be light.
Because when Owen was born and we were feeding him, and I would be holding the baby and feeding him, his leg used to shake. Remember that?
I know.
And the doctor kept saying, that's normal. That's just him growing. And his leg would shake. And then there was a next thing that he, like, you know, in the middle of the night, he would, like, shake too. And they said, oh, that's a febrile seizure.
Yes.
Right? And then it went to more seizures. So I'm just telling you, use your gut instinct.
My story was going to be funny.
Okay, I'm just saying, use your gut instinct about all that. And we'll get back to that later.
Okay, you should use your gut instinct on interrupting while I'm telling the story.
Okay, sorry. Go.
Nicely done. So.
There were four.
Therefore, Owen had just had like a major seizure where we took him to the hospital and whatever. And
Back to seizure.
Yeah. No, it's just funny.
And every time he would have a seizure.
Oh, motherfucker.
We were on a date. We were going to have date night.
Talking.
Every time we were going to hospital.
I'm doing the story.
All right, go.
Okay. So I'm in the other room. The boys are playing on the bed, and all you hear is a big thud. And I walk in the room, and Owen's holding his head and crying. I'm like, what happened? I hit his head. Okay. Don't hit his head. He had a seizure. You know, we don't want him to wear a helmet, you know, for the rest of his life. So I walk out of the room. I'm like, just stop playing so rough. So, boom, boom, boom. About 15 seconds later, crying. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And Luke looks up at me, really innocent, with his big old doughy eyes, and goes, no, Daddy, I'm not fucking kidding you.
Yay, first time they cursed and now they don't stop. I'm glad you taught them, not me. All right, my favorite story, I would say they were around 4-ish also. Mm-hmm. When they came into our room, we were sound asleep, and the two of them walk in our room, and they look like big sumo wrestlers because they put on every clothes they had in their room. They put on all the underwear first, right? Remember?
It was Joey from Friends.
It was Joey from Friends. Like, they watched the episode. I don't know if you guys see that episode. But the two of them come walking in like this, and they had every... there was nothing left in their closet and drawers. They just were... everything, right?
It's funny. I'm still waiting for them to Menendez me, but...
I know, he says this every episode. And he tells people.
And
then people that are, like, younger in their 20s and 30s were like, what the fuck are you talking about? What's a Menendez? See, the thing
if you don't know,
him,
I don't want to talk to you.
I know, but the thing about him is he says statements around people that he thinks that they're supposed to know.
So, if they don't know, they can ask.
I know, but it's kind of weird.
I'm learning a lot this episode.
We could talk about things that irritate us versus you. Oh, I mean.
So we used to have a show, and I walked out one time. This is going to be that episode.
He did walk out on the show once. So here's a question to you ladies out there. When you have an argument, because you're real, because nobody does not have arguments. We had friends that, we don't fight. We don't have arguments.
That's
really, people? Come on, be real. There's always something you're going to argue about. Is it right when you're having an argument to say, I'm done, I'm going to leave? Is it? No, is it? Shouldn't you just talk it out? I'm a talker. I like to talk it out. I like to solve problems.
I like to walk away and think.
He gets to leave, though. Why does he get to leave? Why can't I leave? I'm just asking. Just asking you ladies out there. He's going to walk. He's going to leave. See? Yeah. He doesn't want to talk about it. So just make sure you're on the same page. That's all. And don't be a jerk like me to him. I like to make light of it. He's too... You got to, like... Take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Take a deep breath. Oh! The dogs are bouncing around here. So what do you think, guys? Should you leave? Or should you talk about it?
Good night, everybody.
Really? He's leaving. See you next time.